Hi and welcome. So after watching this video, your music writing will improve. So please, whatever you do, stop it, listen closely for around 5 minutes. Follow these steps and you will see positive results almost instantly. It also doesn't matter if you're writing video games music, trailer music, film score, pop music, metal or whatever. So let's go. So you probably hear the following from all sides all the time. In order to write great music, you should know how to orchestrate, learn your music theory, do great mock-ups, learn a few instruments, know how to properly record them, mix and master, and do all that good stuff. And yes, that helps a lot, but even if you would be a master doing all that stuff perfectly, it doesn't mean that you automatically write good music. So to write a sense-making and good piece of music, you have to forget about all that and zoom out a little bit. So this is the first piece of advice I want to give you, and I have to admit it kind of sounds lame, but it makes sense when you approach your music like that. So always zoom out and see the big picture, and in this case the entire composition and the flow of it, instead of getting lost in all the details. So number 2, the next thing you have to be aware of is dynamics. Understanding dynamics helps a lot, and music is made of sounds that have a certain volume, loudness or softness. So if you would graph the volume of a typical piece of music, it would look something like this. Some spots are soft and others are loud. So in other words, a great piece of music plays with your ears. It can give you lots of loud and soft information, and then of course it goes a bit deeper and mixes it up with dense or sparse musical information. So of course all kinds of variables are possible. However, the key is now to use them all in service of the composition. So my advice here would be to listen to whatever track grabs you emotionally, a track that you love hearing and you feel connected to, and pay only attention to the dynamics and the flow. The reason why I'm mentioning a point like this is that almost every aspiring composer asks more questions about the sample libraries, the mix, the mastering, digital audio workstation features, harmony and theory, rather than sitting down and analyzing the flow of countless pieces of music. This is the only way how to learn something like this. So next up, go a step further and pay attention to great motivational and educational speakers or audiobook narrators. Forget for a second what they are saying, and even forget about the language and the actual words. So try to analyze when and how they raise or lower their voices. Additionally, notice when they are talking faster or slower, and higher and lower. So I promise you, if you pay attention to voice and language, it helps you so much in writing better music, especially writing great melodies. Okay, so next up, number 3 is a little bit like 2, but with a different approach. When you want to write a good piece of music, you have to think about watching a great movie. I mean, imagine a movie about that mysterious treasure that is found after 10 minutes in. And for the rest of the 90 minutes movie, all the characters sit together, drink coffee, eat cake, and talk about cats. To be honest, I think I would watch that, but you know what I'm trying to say. So the best movie concept or idea, all the wow moments, the tear-jerking scenes, the scary moments, reveals and twists would be nothing without great storytelling. Now, if you listen to a great piece of music, you will notice that it always tells a story. It can lift you up, it can make you cry, it can fill you with energy, it can make you think, or lets you feel invincible. So my advice here to combine the last points would be to practice dynamic changes, how chords and melodies move, and the most important, analyze existing music. Simply sit down every day and check out 3 to 5 tracks and analyze when they go down, when they go up, when they get louder, when they get softer. It helps so much to pay only attention to this. So number 4, no matter if you are sketching your first ideas with piano or if you compose straight into the blue, this is all good and it has its pros, but there is something that you want to do before you get to the main work of composing or fully arranging that track. So as we learned about dynamics and storytelling in points 2 and 3, we want to apply the same to our track, of course. So once you lay down your first ideas, try to locate the spots in your session where you plan to go soft and loud and dense or sparse. And don't forget about the location of the important moments, building tension and release. So the better you can script your track, before you start composing, the smoother your workflow will be and the higher the chances that you will write a good piece of music. So the easiest method would be to use markers or empty MIDI tracks in your digital audio workstation and try to locate the spots where you want to uplift, where you want to go down, where you want to raise the tension and all that good stuff. Okay, so number 5, last but not least, the most important piece of advice I can give you is to know when to break the rules. I mean, rules are good. They help us to understand how things work and create a structure. But if you want to write truly great music, you have to be aware of the rules and know when to break them. So sometimes you have to go against the grain to create something new and unique. So here are a few examples. So if you keep building a track towards the end and the process of the building feels so good, feel free to not make that pattern 8 bars, but 9 or 10. So this creates even more tension. Especially in trailer music, this can be pretty effective. It is also cool when your entire track is a simple 4 to 8 bar main part that is building and building and building. For example, think Time by Hans Zimmer. Or another example, did you ever notice that When the Doves Cry by Prince doesn't have a bass line at all? So in conclusion, these are the 5 pieces of advice that I wanted to share with you. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and that they will help you on your musical journey. And always remember, the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy the process. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested in writing a great melody, then check out this video here. Thanks so much.